Still, I hope that one...
Here! Skyward! Scatter!
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
Buckle up!
Feeling lucky today?
Gotcha! Here! Scatter!
Need.
Let's get it on!
I'll be back. I'll be back.
Easy money.
Time to go to work.
Buckle up!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Here! Skyward!
Now you're testing my patience. We'll meet again.
Scatter! Here! Skyward! Scatter!
A fellow gambler.
Busted.
Hook alive! Scatter!
Gotcha.
Here! Skyward! Propagate!
Quietly now.
Buckle up!
I'll be back.
Scatter! Gloves off!
Busted.
Let's get it on!
I'll be back.
Here! Skyward! Scatter!
You are not
Gotcha.
welcome here.
Propagate! Yeah! Skyward! You asked for it.
Law of the jungle. Pulverize.
Quietly now.
Regret.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Busted.
Scatter! Look alive!
Law of the jungle. I'll be back.
Propagate!
I'll be back.
Gotcha.
Well, buckle up! Yeah! Scatter!
Busted.
I'm getting sick of this thing! You're dead meat!
Sucker following orders.
Let's get it on! Ha!
Gotcha.
Make way for the Adeptus! Scatter!
Need more training. Prepare yourself!
Let's
Here
finish
comes another.
Quietly.
Look alive! Skyward!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Ah! Propagate! Hi! Scatter!
Busted. Gotcha.
Propagate! Skyward!
Here comes the catch.
Springboard!
Let's round them up!
Seize the skies! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward!
Quietly now.
Let's get it off!
Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
Propagate! Germinate!
Stray clouds converge!
Scatter! Skyward!
Busted.
Scatter! Skyward! Yeah! Buckle up! Scatter! Springboard!
Here comes the catch.
Let's get it on! Skyward!
Make way for the Adeptus!
Quietly now.
Scatter! You asked for it! Hi! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter!
Busted.
Germinate!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Look alive! Scatter! Skyward!
Quietly now.
Scatter! Buckle up!
Stray clouds converge!
Scatter! Skyward! Propagate!
Busted.
You're dead, mate! Springboard!
Here comes the catch. Gotcha. Busted.
Propagate! Scatter!
Gotcha.
Scatter!
Seize the skies!
Scatter! Skyward!
Game's up. Fun's over. Busted.
Germinate!
Scatter!
Skyward! Let's get it on!
Quietly now.
Scatter!
get dicey. Busted.
Thank you for permitting, no, inviting me to join you.
Our bond is strong.
This might hurt a little. Make yourselves at home. Dissipate.
Silence! Solidify! Be sanctified.
Everyone hold hands.
Stand with me.
Stabilize! Bow your head. Risk is growing, but it poses no threat to me. Gather!
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom. Commit it to memory.
This is order.
Our bond is strong.
Settle down.
I'll settle this.
Stabilize.
This might hurt a little.
Silence. A silence fills the air.
Dissipate.
Gather. Bow your head.
Commit it to memory. Grow. No life lasts forever.
Bond is strong.
Solidify. Silence. Order guide you. Settle down.
Stand with me.
Bow your head. There's a tear in my robe. feeling a little...
Stabilize!
Committed to memory.
Silence!
Our bond is strong.
Let's get down to business.
Flicker.
Stand with me.
Here you are.
Shadows of fate. This way, turn.
What's up? Wanna play?
Let's have some fun, shall we?
Stand with me.
Sharing my knowledge. Community.
Delves into rain of bullets.
Defract!
This might hurt a little. Everyone hold hands.
Slide.
Make yourselves at home.
Written in the stars.
A process of elimination. Here you are.
All right, it's my turn.
ask. Thank you for
Gather!
Let the world come alive! Let the magic begin! Surprise!
This is order!
laid bare. Witness my rise. Transfixed.
Cue the spotlight! Over here! Surprise! Step on up!
Order guide you.
Laid bare. This is where you fall.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo and let the magic begin! Over here! Surprise!
I will have order.
Transfixed. Everlasting as the moon.
Whoa, the smell of flowers is so strong. Didn't Edgar say he tidied up around here? There's still so many flowers. Hyman took a peek through the window earlier and his house was packed with flowers.
No, that's a florist thing. We work closely with the essential oils of various plants, but to maintain a sharp sense of smell, most perfumers prefer to strong odors.
Oh, guess there's just too much to store for the exhibition then.
Oh, this room seems to be a connected suite. My Blaze, while you're out, why don't... Blaze!
Yes, of course.
All right, then. Where can we find your luggage, mademoiselle?
It's still at the port. In addition to some daily necessities, there's also a case of amber wine that I brought back from Fun. Could I trouble you to bring that back as well?
How generous.
Is that so? Mr. Ood, Mr. Blake.
Hey! What are you doing?
That's Master's voice. Master!
Hey, Edgar!
Kyria.
Hey, Edgar? Edgar!
No, don't shake him. He's injured. Just leave him to me. You two can... Oh, thank you.
I checked. Oh, but that's impossible. Oh, the culprit, I mean. It's not like the culprit.
That strange smell around here. Is it coming from this bottle? Oh, really? You think... Do you think whoever did this was... Well, we looked all over, but the only clue we...
The most important thing we can do now is focus our...
So, how's he doing?
When I administered emergency treatment, I discovered a residue in his... He's still unconscious and inducing vomit. Ah, yes. The scent is the same, but the chemical But first, I do believe there are... Mr. Sylvain, Mr. Lucien.
Wait, you...
Hey! Were you talking to us, mademoiselle?
Before arriving in Sumeru, I asked a friend from the Special Patrol to look into the creators of Auguste. There were 4 people in total. A researcher from Sumeru, the 2 brothers Cap. In the end, they...
And what does that have to do with us?
Every time your brother called you Blaze, it took you several seconds to respond. But when I called you Lucien just now...
Ah, Miss Emily, you have a bright future ahead of you.
You claim to be regular...
What?
Amber wine is a perfume I created several years ago. Until recently, they were living...
Emily, you little...
Don't misunderstand, Mr. Sylvain. I don't bring this up to criticize you, no matter what. But Master's life is in danger. We need to... If Master's attack had something to do with Auguste, I would imagine... So I'd like to trouble you for some information.
Fine.
Sylvain!
Lucien, if this will help us find Kyria, then it will be... You were right, Miss Emily. There were 4 of us at the beginning. Sometime down...
Sounds like he's still upset about that. Wait, then how did Edgar end up in Sumeru?
Master was convicted as an accomplice, so he only had to serve a few years. He decided to move to Sumeru so that... Still, that's how I met him. My parents had to relocate to Sumeru, but we can talk about that some other time. I want to hear more about this researcher,
Like us, Vijava, but...
But this...
It didn't matter at that point, because she...
What?
Sounds like you did an investigation of your own. What?
The name wasn't mentioned in any of the files I reviewed either. But you two seem quite...
Kyria was Vijava. He was just a clueless kid. Vijava kept him close after our operation was compromised.
So, you think Kyria took something with him back then? Something that allowed him to reproduce?
Vijava doted on the kid like you wouldn't believe. She even told us to give her cut if she left something behind before...
And judging by the liquid in that bottle, the Auguste flower wasn't the only thing he reproduced. He managed to replicate...
So the liquid Edgar was forced to ingest really was Auguste.
Poison? No. If Auguste could be considered a poison, we wouldn't have even sold half... We're not looking for... We only would... As long as...
So that's why you...
Yes, exactly.
Anyway...
Well, at least...
Well, glad to... Lucien, let's head back to the room and rest.
Yes.
You think so too? But based on Sylvain's tone of voice just now...
The way you exposed them like that? Oh, right!
Oh yes, that's because...
So you're,
Close. I'm actually a forensic cleaner. In fact, with just a small alteration to the formula. Basically, there are 2 sides. I've learned a lot in my line of work, and I've witnessed a lot of death. But this time, we may still save the patient. Actually, Traveler, could I trouble you to report back to Tainari? I'll stay here and continue.
Scatter! Yeah! Scatter!
Whoa, why the rush? Did something happen?
What? Edgar? He's the most famous perfumer in...
Sheriff, have you received any reports of a suspicious individual fleeing through the bazaar?
No, but I'll start gathering my forces.
What about you, Tainari?
I'm sure the sheriff can...
But...
Then she was far too modest. Not to mention the fact that As for me, I'll head to...
Oh, that's right! Bija...
From Emily's letter, certainly. But I didn't have time to look into it earlier. I have friends in Sumeru City that can help. I'll leave you and Emily to watch over
Well, it's been a day. Wonder if Tainari's discovered anything. Good with Emily's master yesterday. We should check on things at the hotel first. Emily!
No longer in critical condition, thankful. My chemical analysis of a goose. Oh, I was able.
Elemental energy?
Hard to say. It was such a minute. I had to use one of the newest tests developed in recent years to even detect the traces present, unless you were abnormally sensitive to element. As for whether Master's condition was caught.
Oh, that reminds me. Oh, Paimon thought he might. Excuse me? Is Miss Emily here? Oh, perfect! Familiar faces!
Kale. Ah, of course. Tainari's apprentice. And please, no need for...
Did Tainari send you here? Yep. Master... Anyway, based on what Master considered that possibility as well. But how is that possible?
It's starting...
Hey! Lucian!
It's Sylvain! Wait, you don't think Kirio came back, do you?
That seems impossible. If someone came in or out of the hotel just... It's locked?
There's no one here.
Lucian! Lucian!
That's Sylvain's voice! Hurry,
Lucian! Lucian! Come on! Emily, Emily! My brother, he's gonna be okay, right?
I'm sorry, Mr. Sylvain.
No, no, that's not...
Traveler, Kale, Mr. Sylvain has gone through a huge... He needs some space to calm down.
Of course. Leave it.
Thank you both. Mr. Sylvain, let's get... We'll take things from here. Just focus on getting some rest. Here, this way.
Poor guy. He's like, he may have made some bad decisions.
Good person or bad, the death of a loved one is equal. All the moments he shared with his...
If Kirio really...
Lucian can no longer... Traveler, I've got...
Who would have thought? Miss Emily, I heard you're an experienced forensic doctor.
Oh, I'm not actually a forensic doctor. I just happen to... I did take a look, though. Judging by the temperature and rigidity...
Then, would you mind helping us investigate? Before he left, Tainari said...
Of course, I appreciate your trust. Many of the traces left behind at the scene...
We'll help too. We don't know much about... And the windows are shut tight too. Seems like the only way to get in. Well, looks like we've investigated as much as we...
So, did you find anything?
Paimon can show you. Here, it'd be something like this.
But entering through the room next door without alerting Sylvain...
No, his reaction to the loss of his brother...
Then, what could have happened last night?
I agree. Also, I've made...
Mr. Sylvain,
After Kyria attacked Edgar, my brother... We returned to our rooms and decided to lock all the doors. The only door we kept unlocked was the one connecting our rooms. But I didn't hear any sort of commotion last night. Not a single noise. I woke up this morning, opened the door, and... Lucy...
So, no movement from the room next door. No forced entry via Sylvain's room. No signs of a struggle at the scene. And no external injury on Lucien's body. What kind of cause of death are we dealing with here?
I did notice a few things about the body. Lucien's pupils were dilated, and his skin was flushed. There weren't any traces of liquid in his mouth or nose, so it's unlikely he was...
A goose? No, that's not possible. Inhaling a goose... Emily, you ran your test.
No, I didn't find...
See?
That may be true for most.
Master!
Edgar? You're...
Thanks, Sylvain. No matter how hard you... Even if we could keep it a secret for another... No, he wouldn't. That's Vijava's... Yelena wasn't a scholar from Sumeru. She was an exile.
Fatous?
The Fatui.
Ah, so you've already detected.
Oh.
The August flower was created with the mutative and...
A delusion?
The Fatui, delusions... I never...
Born of a delusion, August contained distorted elemental energy.
That's enough. At first, Yelena wanted to keep refining the perfume and the flower. It didn't have any effect on ordinary people anyway. Every day we
So you decided poisoning people was worth the risk?
Listen, it's not like it was good for business. But all that talk about a goose being harmful over time, unless you were particularly sensitive to elemental energy or had an entire bottle shoved down your...
It may be true there are no records of Auguste poisoning in Fontaine. But even if no one was acutely poisoned, Willfully bringing a product to market despite explicit knowledge of its harmful effects is still a... That explains why you were so intent on keeping Yelena and Kiria's involved. The Fatui, delusions, Auguste. If the Marechaussee Phantom discovered the connection between the three, there would have been enough...
Ha! A goose.
So there's bad...
What about Yelena's death?
I'll admit, we thought about it at one point. We took care, but before we could even put...
But if her goal was... Yeah, she could...
I thought about everything. One of the reasons after arrival...
So...
If her true... The Auguste So
the wealth you...
Most like. That's why Lucian...
I don't think he knew his... Yelena...
Then all we'll need to do is tell Kiria what real... I'm not so sure. Even if he knew the truth, it's hard to put...
Very true.
Edgar!
Think about it. If we hadn't
We were just trying to earn a... Lucian's crime.
3 people. Well, we can only wait until the Academia sends someone to
The hotel could suffice, although with...
Mr. Edgar, are you saying...
If Sylvain... I'd just... As for Sylvain, Would you be willing to grant?
Well, all right. The man we grew to know...
You have my thanks, Sheriff.
Happened tonight?
Yeah! All we know is that he uses a goose to poison people. But we still have no idea how to catch him if he targets Sylvain or...
That may be true. But if we...
Master, no!
If Kiria... In other words...
Capture?
Afraid? I'm spending the... As for the...
I'll admit, it could... Then I'll station some of my men around the hotel.
I still have some reservations.
I'll also keep watch.
Although, I think so. If Kiria noticed...
You mean if he doesn't see a way...
If that were to happen...
That's why everyone else needs to keep to the shadows.
You're still recovering. You need to rest.
All right, we can figure out a...
Have you heard? Mr. Edgar's been
What? He's the one who helped...
He taught my child how to make perfume.
He hasn't been convicted yet.
Oh, everyone on the street is... Let's head back to the hotel and take a break.